Yo, what's good, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. I think it's gonna be a best of 7, right? Yeah, I think it's best of 7s. Holy, best of 7s for qualifiers. Boys, we're so in. Sorakuma versus Barrows. We're gonna put Barrows, excuse me, in the red. Make things easier on the eyes. This is game 1. Listen, I haven't quite finished my food, so I'm gonna be kind of eating throughout this early stream. But we'll still commentate. I just want to say hello to everyone. Hello to everyone watching on Twitch, and hello to everyone watching on YouTube, of course. Good to see everyone here. So Barrows is the favorite for this set, the red player. But Sorakuma is the #1 Taiwanese player, and he's been getting a lot better over the last couple years. So I think he's actually in a decent position to cause a little upset here in the qualifiers. Of course, Barrows is the #1 player from Poland, and he's a little bit stronger overall compared to Sorakuma. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Enki Silence, thanks for 34 months. You're going to be at the Garrison, Enki Silence. That's awesome. Hello, Marmac. Thanks for 28 months as well. So a little bit of a water fight back and forth here. There's a bunch of new units. We fast-forwarded this one, so I don't really know what's going on entirely. But it looks like Sorakuma's taking a better early game fight. He's rocking the Byzantines, which have fire ships that attack faster. Portuguese ships do have more HP, though, so this could kind of go either way. Why are you not playing in this tournament? I'm invited directly into the main event. There was one invite, that was me. Then there was 10 spots for qualifiers. That's all of them. That's what we're watching right now. And then there's one regional qualifier, which we're going to watch later. Guys, my throat, I'm getting a little sick. My throat is feeling a little bit, sore. So I might not talk as much during the cast. And it's going to be more of like a watch along, if that's okay, like a casual cast, where we're just going to watch and have a good time. And it's not necessarily going to be so much about like doing a play-by-play, if that makes sense. Nigo said we invited the winners of the last 15 S-tier tournaments. That's too funny, Nigo. They invited the winners of the last 15 S-tier tournaments, and that was only one invite. I like that, Nigo. That's a good one. You're going to use that again on the broadcast. So yeah, we'll just chill, have a good time. We'll watch some games. It should be a lot of fun anyway. Nigo is at the head of the Onimaru project, and you guys have been killing it, man. I just got to say. I'm so excited for the Brazil line, like straight up. Qualifiers have been crazy so far. A lot of upsets as well. Hart got upset yesterday, by the way. The F is this misleading clickbait title. Wait, what? Why is it misleading or clickbaity? What's the title? Final round of $50,000 Brazilian Dynasty tournament. Oh, qualifier. My bad. Qualifier. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, almost. Imagine like final round. It's the grand finals. Sorakuma versus Barrows. Who's gonna win the tournament? That would be a crazy one. That would be wild. Hera got knocked out in round of 16 to Doubt. Viper lost to Huang, and Mem beat T90 in the quarterfinals. All right, Barrows got some light cav. Good walls though from Sorakuma. I like this map. You got a little bridge here. The water in the center, the units can pass. Little bridge on this side as well. Yo, this is a cool map actually. I mean, it looks like it could be painful to play. But I like that the ships can't pass the bridge. So you're never getting harassed on those back wood lines. That's really cool. I actually like this map. This is good. You having fun with Warcraft 3? Yeah, guys, I'm loving Warcraft 3. So We're gonna cast all of this qualifier for Brazilian Dynasty today. We're gonna watch the whole thing, at least until my throat just gives way. But I'll do my absolute best to stick the whole thing through, and then we're gonna play Warcraft 3 at the end of it, at the end of the stream. By the way, Borrow stole like 8 sheep, and it feels like it doesn't even matter. I mean, I guess it kind of does matter. Oh, look at the pathing on these guys. Oh no, they could pass? How can they pass? What the hell? They just jumped over the bridge. Very historically accurate and realistic war game. Sorokuma will lose a Vil. Does your back hurt from carrying GL and Vitality? People are starting to see the patterns, I think, with my team progress. No, it's I think I know Hart got upset yesterday, but I wouldn't give up on him. I think he's a great player, and I think he's gonna bounce back. Like, in fairness of Hart, listen, I'm not one to make excuses, but he had so little time to like prepare for this qualifier. He had so little time. So the loss yesterday, in my opinion, does not mean a whole lot. I'm not going to draw conclusions from it. I think he can still bounce back in the regional qualifier as well. And yeah, still an excellent player. How does it... Yeah, the Hulk actually does really well, even against a Byzantine fire. It's crazy, and it's a feudal age Hulk. Where's this Castle Age fire? Do you think auto qualifying for tournaments sometimes hurts your preparation? No, it's really good for me. I think it's amazing. If I had it my way, I would never play a qualifier. It's actually just bad for the scene for me to play a qualifier, in my opinion. Can you elaborate? Yeah, I can talk about it. So, and it's not just me. It's like, in my opinion, the top 4 players in the world should usually not play qualifiers, depending on how many players are in tournaments. And the reason is, there's a few reasons, but the main ones are, number 1, if you have all the best players playing the qualifier, then the main event does not feel special anymore, because then the qualifier ends up being the main event. Which is really bad because, number 1, you already show all the good strats. And number 2, you've already seen the same names play. So the finals and the grand finals and whatnot and the main event don't seem as special, right? That's number 1. And number 2, having me play the qualifiers basically ensures like 99% chance that everybody in my bracket automatically loses. Because the level from me to like the 5th or 6th best in the world is pretty high, right? Like, I'm a lot more consistent. I'm a lot harder to upset, let's say, than like the 5th, 6th best in the world. And the 5th, 6th best in the world are still really hard to beat, right? So you're basically just not giving a fair chance to the others that are in my bracket just because I'm playing the qualifier. So for those are the 2 main reasons. There's a lot more discussion around it, though. Barros goes for a forward castle, but Sorokuma is already up to Imp. And in theory, if you can get to Imp and go Cannon Galleon, he can range everything. So all this dies, the walls die, and maybe some of these buildings die. The Cannon Galleons on water. And there's very little counterplay for Barros. So that's why he's going for the forward castle. To prevent Sorokuma from just going Imp and Cannon Galleon everything down. Leary should have been invited as well. I think that's true as well. I think... Listen, if you have a 12-player LAN event, I'm okay with 4 invites to that LAN event. I'm okay with that. Because then you still have 8 qualifying spots, so most of the spots are qualifying. If you had a 10-player LAN event, I would say something like 2 invites would be good. No Warcraft 3 today? No, read the title. Warcraft 3 after the qualifiers. But, guys, it's gonna be like 8 hours of Age of Empires too. Because today we have a final round of a tournament, the Brazilian Dynasty. And it's very interesting. We have all the big names playing. So we're going to cast the whole thing, or at least as much as I can. And then we'll play Warcraft 3 afterwards. Borrow's taking some relics here. I mean, it's not too bad. I like his setup a little bit. Like, he's got the forward castle. He can go for some trebs, but the thing is, like, Sorokuma with a defensive castle, Sorokuma's just way further ahead, right? Like, I like what Barrows is doing, but he's just behind. And I don't know why he's behind, because I didn't watch the whole game, but he's clearly behind. Add chat to the screen. I will work on that. We're going to do that eventually. I have a lot of things to work on, and none of them are, like, entirely in my control, so it just takes time, you know? But I'm working hard. Like this morning, I spent an hour basically just fiddling with Warcraft 3 hotkeys and stuff. And Warcraft 3 setup. So I can be able to stream that later. So I'm balancing a lot of different things, but I'll find time for everything eventually. Spears coming in to clear this light cav. That's pretty good. That's not like a big deal for Barrows. But that's like... That gives Sorokuma a lot of breathing room now. So like that's a bigger deal for Sorokuma than it is for Barrows. Because now Sorokuma can think about expanding to the bottom. Which is a good, like, you know, next step if he wants to go for that. I'm curious if he's going to go for any Dromans. Oh yeah, they have Dromans and not Cannon Galleons. Yeah, Dromans. And he is going for them. So, Dromans are basically like an anti-building ship unit. So, here comes the Droman. And like I said, he can kill... It has 12 range, so like, he might be able to hit that castle. He could hit the organ guns. Oof, big shot there. It's like a Mangonel of the sea. And actually, Sorokuma goes for an interesting castle. Right in the middle to control the gold. Yo, this is a cool map, by the way. This is a really cool map. You actually impressed me yesterday how quickly you picked up Warcraft 3. Really? I'm happy to hear it was impressive. I felt like it was very unimpressive. I don't know. I just didn't feel like I was doing anything substantial yesterday, but... I'm happy. I feel like I learned a lot, at least, you know? Very interesting experience. One Mangonel is just destroying all of these organ guns. Good micro from Barrows, though. Oh. Clean. Clean. And that Mangonel is likely to die, but Sorokuma's bringing the 3 trebs over. He clearly wants to control the middle and fight near his navy. And then... when you have the castle in the center and you have the golds in the center as well, it kind of sets you up where you can just like invest a lot into here and you're not really worried about anything else in the map. Because like this area is super safe. So you have infinite wood, infinite food because you have the wood, and then you have infinite gold in the center. And when I say infinite, I don't mean actually infinite, just like abundant, like a lot. So obviously it runs out, but this running out is not a concern in the near future. A ram is coming in. How does the Droman interact with a ram? Can it hit it close? Yeah, it does pretty well against it. Kind of like a Mangonel. Wow, apparently the fires melt rams. Holy. It's good to know. I guess because it does melee damage. It makes sense. Hera, you were impressive. I've seen other people learn too, and they would take a month to learn what you learned yesterday. Are you? No way. A month? That's insane. Maybe I was impressive. Holy. Still, I think you guys are gassing me up a little. Listen, I appreciate it, but we have a lot more learning to do today. Bombard cannon, good micro there from Barrows. He's dodging a lot here. He's dodging the Droman, and he's also dodging some of the trap shots. And to be honest, he's holding his castle. Guys, this is still super winnable for Barrows. I know Sorokuma's got the middle, but Portuguese have a nice building called the Feitoria, and it basically gives you infinite resources. This time I actually mean infinite, although at a slow rate over time. But in theory, if you can start getting a few Feitorias back here, I think he can just grind infinitely with gold units. There is a world where he can win still, despite Sorokuma having a big advantage in terms of the map control and the map presence in the center. I feel like, you know, Barrows has a bit more pop, and there's no reason why he can't win this game. Hello, Cape Man. It was really nice meeting you. And man, what an event that was. The Hera Dynasty lives on. Yo, Cape Man. Great to see you, brother. Finally, after like, what, 68 months, we now see each other face to face. It was awesome. I actually just wish we had a bit more time to just chill and talk. But, you know, it is what it is. We had a long line of people. But seriously, great to see you, man. Great to have you at the event. And great to have you supporting the channel for so long. You're an OG, a proper OG. Alright, so bombard cannons. Oh, man. Big hits on both sides, potentially, but nothing really landing so far. In theory, Barros could get up to siege engineers, which gives him an extra range on the cannons. But he's not going for that so far. Oh, this could be big shots. It doesn't quite land. Again, no, nothing's really landing. Somehow, bro, it's like Neo from the Matrix versus Michael Jackson, but actually one goes down. So I guess Michael Jackson is winning. And okay, another one goes down. So Sorokuma's getting some momentum, and he's kind of just trying to hug the water and continue fighting with his navy. But Barros is preparing some kind of cavalier switch. Am I seeing this correctly? Yeah, he's going stables. He's stacking cavalier. He's a bit further behind though. A watchtower from Sorokuma. What the hell is that? Can someone explain this watchtower? What's the purpose? I mean, I don't hate it because it's like, it's not like necessarily bad. It's whatever. But I just don't understand what this accomplishes because it's not going to do too much damage against any kind of military. And I don't know if he's going to invest into like keep to like upgrade the tower. Big shot though. 3 vills go down. Warcraft 3 will be at the end of today's stream. So it's going to be like 8 hours of Age of Empires 2 and then Warcraft 3 at the end of the night. Alright. I know, guys, if you're here for Warcraft 3 and you followed me recently, at the end of the day, I'm still mainly an AoE 2 streamer. And today we just happen to have an event, right? For AoE 2. So I do want to respect that and cast that. And I'm super interested to see how this goes as well. So, you know, we'll still do some Warcraft 3, but it'll be at the end of the day. But hey, why don't you guys watch some Age of Empires 2 today? I'm doing very beginner-friendly commentary. Give it a shot. You might like it. And trust me, this game is a lot more intuitive than Warcraft 3. Because I don't have to worry about what the hell a ghoul is or what my acolyte is doing or anything like that. It's just, you know, this is a human. Everyone knows what a human is. This is a shirtless, 6'5" human being. You can call him Tyler 1 if you want to. All right? And everybody knows what that is. Look, cavalry coming in. Everyone knows what a horse is. It's so easy. This game, bro. Oh, the quick walls. Maybe not as intuitive. Okay. Light cav, big light cav charge here. But remember, Byzantines no bloodlines, so they're not the strongest in terms of cavalry here. The camels though are a different story because they get them cheaper, so those are not bad. But guys, Barros is actually doing better. His score is getting closer and closer. I don't like the light cav. What was the point of the light cav? Also, big trebuchet play on the right side. But Sorokuma is not defending his trebs at all. At all. He's got one droman. It's not doing that much damage to Cavalier. Dude, at that point, you just finished the castle. Oh, he should have just finished the castle. He's trying to go towers, and I think that's such a wrong call. Like, why would you try to go towers before any kind of military? I feel like Arbalest? Arbalest, natural choice. You have infinite gold in the center. Just go Arbalest, right? Arbalest, camels. Perfect composition. You're Byzantine. You can go cheap skirmishers, right? I feel like the towers is like the worst of the worst right now that he can go for. I wouldn't mind it later as an addition, but you don't open with towers in this situation ever. Dromans are doing well. The Cavalier are chasing a ship. Okay, maybe that's not as intuitive or realistic though. But in this game it makes sense. Dromans have to run here away from the horses. Tail away from the horses! And they managed to get onto the deep water where the horses can't really pass, except they're standing on the shore. Guys, that's realistic. If a ship stands on the shore, you could sink it with your blade. It could happen. What's up, H90 in chat? Yo, good to see you, Matty. Good to see everybody here. Welcome, guys. I don't know how many viewers we have so far, but welcome to those watching on Twitch, YouTube. It's going to be a good day of Age of Empires today. I'm having a good time so far. Oh, Barros just killed his own unit. I'm having a great time. Camels go in. Oh my goodness, the stack patrol from the camels. This is what Sorokuma needed. That's exactly it. Just get some units on the field. And he's gonna kill all the camels. Sorry, the cavalier and the bombard cannons. All right, and he lost no camels there. This was a really good engagement from Sorokuma. But at the same time, dude, why is he insisting on sending 5 trebuchets with nothing to defend them? This is like super newbie play here from Sorokuma. On one side, he does a really good play. On the other side, very bad play. And yeah, the camels are late to the party. The camels are late to the party. the trebuchets are all gone, and the killers have left. Okay, yeah, he just lost. That's 2,000 resources he just lost, by the way. 5 trebuchets. Meanwhile, some cavalier raiding. They went across the bridge, broke the wall, starting to raid some of this main base and farms. But I guess you can argue that the actual main base of Sorokuma is in this left corner. He's not expanding to the right side, though. He's just instead taking the center, which I think is better because there's more gold there. But you have to attack the right side base of Barles. He's got more population now, though. He's up at 200 pop. Okay. I think that's looking somewhat promising for Sorokuma now. Yeah. No Feiterias from Barles as well, which I think that was an oversight. I think you have to go Feiterias if your opponent has a lot of gold in the center. Or else I just don't see how you can keep up with the gold production, and Portuguese don't have the best trash late game. You're not like the Poles that can spam, you know, Winged Hussar infinitely. And oh, big raids down the center. Barles is just not ready for that. Loses a lot of villagers. Will lose that town center. And he's getting raided all across the map. Camels are stuck on a pig. Oh my goodness, the capybara just body blocked 4 camels, and then the camels, out of frustration, killed themselves. Okay, let's just rewind that. Let's watch that back. Look what happened. Look what happened. The capybara, hold on. The capybara is blocking 4 camels. Look at this. 1 capybara. And then they just kill themselves out of frustration. That was insane. And the guy just walks it off like a freaking savage. Oh my goodness, he hides behind these camels. He's gonna do the same thing again. I've never seen something like that. A capybara is a freaking menace. Okay. Monk gets the conversion. Damn, everything's going wrong for Sorokuma. He's getting all the upgrades that you can possibly ask for. Another 4 trebuchets. I think it's a mistake for Sorokuma to have camels here. I think it's better to leave your trebuchets there with nothing to protect them. That's a much better play, because that's what we've been doing. But okay, Sorokuma's learning. He now has camels. And what do you know? They're coming in handy, boys. They're actually coming in handy. And he can defend his trebuchets. Well, most of them anyway. Or let's say half of them. Hopefully he can kill this castle. Like, once he kills this castle, the top side has no defense, right? Well, he's going to make another one. Barles at least. But still, you force him off the middle hill. You can take his gold. Force him off the gold, more importantly, right? Which is solid. You're also killing his main base, or like his initial base, let's say. The castle's got to go down, though. You can't keep it up forever. It's going to go down. Right? Yeah, there it is. Goes down. That's a big castle, guys. Some energy in the chat for Sorokuma. He's about to upset Barles, at least in game 1. He is coming here as the underdog for the set, in my opinion. He is the #1 Taiwanese player, but still, you know, up against Barles. I think Barles has a lot more tournament experience, has had historically better results. And Sorokuma is swinging in game 1 here. He hasn't been playing the cleanest game. Like, I think he's like prioritizing the wrong things, kind of. But the more time passes, the more he's got time to pick up everything. And yeah, I think that's gonna just be good for him, because he's got a lot of gold still in the center. And, like, he picks up Greek fire. Like, that's not important at all. Like, Sorokuma is the kind of guy who, like, he spends $50 on a taxi to go get coffee in the city because he likes a certain spot, even though there's like a coffee shop right next to him for $3. No taxi involved. Like, he's splurging, all right? He's got a little bit of money, and he's already got the gold chains, you know? He is absolutely splurging. He's buying all the extras. I respect that, honestly. He's dripped out in the gold chains, you know? He's got the gold. He's spending it. Sue him. Pikeman on the field. Meanwhile, Barles is living in poverty right now. And it's not one of those stories where he escapes poverty and becomes extremely wealthy and then goes back to his original town and gets everybody else out of poverty. No, he's in poverty and he's staying in poverty. In fact, he's actually stealing this gold in broad daylight, okay? The cops are after him. And the cops are just sitting under a castle for now. Alright, Sorokuma's waiting. He's buying his time. Yeah, Barles got a lot of wood, but wood's not going to really help him. He needs gold. He's actually desperate for gold. He's got some down here, though, in fairness to him. He's got some stone and gold, which is really good. Wood, yeah, wood is plentiful. You're not really worried about wood for, like, the majority of this game. He's getting halberdier. He's going to go halberdier cannon. I mean, that's a pretty good combo. And he's good at controlling that as well. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, guys, Elite Cataphract from Sorakuma. This is the one thing that's expensive, but I would not consider it splurging because it's a very good investment. The Cataphract is an anti-cavalry. Should I say that again? So this guy is anti-cavalry. The Cataphract is the anti-cavalry, okay? So even though the Halbs normally shred cavalry units, the Cataphract takes reduced damage from the Halberdier, and so it's a really good choice here. But you still need a good amount of them. He only has like a few Cataphracts mixed in here. Yeah, I think it's still too early. The Hussars are basically a non-factor for this fight. It's too early. I don't think the Cataphracts win this. He does have Logistica, though. But yeah, the Cataphracts are forced back. That's not a good fight. You have to wait. You have to get like 30 of them. And then you can overrun the Halberdier mass. Nice and easy. What's the anti-cavalry unit then? It's probably going to be something like Arbalest, usually. That's a great question, though, to be fair. Yeah, towers on this side as well, like... I think the towers haven't really done anything for either player, but... No, fair enough. Oh, don't the Cataphracts look so cool in their gold-plated armor? Dude, the new update for Age of Empires 2, I mean, I say new, but it was like a year ago now. It made all the unique units look so cool when you get the elite upgrade. And like, you just don't see these every day, so... Like, I've probably seen this like a handful of times since the patch. I can definitely appreciate that. It's super cool. Some Siege Ram raids. Siege Ram were made a lot tankier versus villagers on a recent update. So actually, just sending in one Siege Ram like this is a very effective raiding strategy, because that took like 20 villagers from Boros to respond to. And it still like killed half a monastery. So that's a very good raiding tactic / distraction tactic from Sorakuma. He should do more of that whenever he can, really. Camels hitting a house while Halberdiers hit them from the back. Okay. Yep. Surprisingly, not the worst mistake Sorakuma's made this game. I would argue that the 5 trebuchets was a much bigger mistake. Cataphracts going in, the hold on. Enough about Sorakuma's mistakes. Let's talk about his highlights. The Cataphract should be melting the Halberdiers here. No, he was winning that fight. And he just pulls back. I'm starting to understand Sorakuma's playstyle, guys. If you're winning the fight, you pull back. If you're losing the fight, you stay and continue taking it. I'm starting to notice the patterns here. Very strange behavior. But, you know, still doing fine. Despite everything, we're doing fine here somehow. He's got Logistica. He's got all the upgrades on these Cataphracts, I believe. He's not missing a single one. Yep, fully upgraded. Siege Ram's coming in. This is good. This is really smart. Siege Ram help. It's hard to deal with. How much gold does he have? Yo, dude, Sorakuma's about to run out of gold. You know what? If he runs out of gold, he's that rapper that made a ton of millions in like his 20s, but spent it all on drugs and hookers. And then by the time his 30s rolled around, he's literally broke. That's literally Sorakuma right now if he runs out of gold. Never mind. Never mind. He just won the game. He's not going to see the poverty days. Is this game over? Was there a GG? Because it feels like it could be GG, but I don't know. Okay, let's just assume that was a GG. Could have been a drop as well. Is it GG? He died in his 20s. No, Borrow's out of sync. Wait, Borrow's dropped. Okay, Borrow's dropped. He went platinum on some suspect sales. No, it was a drop. It's not over. So we're going to take that point away. Borrow's dropped. And the case is under investigation right now. Yeah, okay. It's going to be... We're going to wait to see what's going on. Yo, what up, Sean? What up, Doom Train? Oh, Doom Train Warcraft 3. Oh, we got a Warcraft 3 sub over here. Dude, I don't get many of those. Thank you so much, bro. And Sean, thank you. Thank you, Sean, for the very average Age of Empires 2 sub. 73 months. Oh, Sean, you're old and dusty over here. But thank you, Doom Train, for the new shiny Warcraft 3 sub. Really appreciate that. And then Hera is the goats. Thank you for the 29 months. That is not my alternate account. That is actually a real viewer. Believe it or not. Yeah, I think Fateria was the play. I think Barl slept on the Faterias, honestly. I think he should have went Faterias for sure. Sean, I'm totally kidding, brother. Sean, are you going to pull up to the garrison? Or do you have to twist your arm? Because I got to see you at one of these LAN events, brother. I'm seeing all my other viewers. What are your predictions for who qualifies in all the sets today? I don't know, bro. My prediction was like Doubt, Jordan, and Hart, and they all lost yesterday, so don't listen to me. No, Shaft. Thanks for the Prime for 2 months, sir. I appreciate that, man. No love for the olds here. No, bro. The olds are all I got. I like the olds. They're hopping back into the game, though. Let's get right back in here. They're going to restore it, okay? Gotta work, bro. No lands anytime soon for me. Oh, okay, brother. Dude, I respect that. Wish you the best in your work, man. There'll be opportunities down the line. You know, AW2's not going anywhere. Atomic says, I'm old. Old. Nah, Atomic. I swear your chats keep me young. How is the Warcraft 3 learning going? A question on YouTube. It's going pretty well, man. I learned a lot yesterday. Apparently, it was very impressive. I kind of disagree. I felt average yesterday. But people are insisting that I did really well, and that makes me happy. Alright, guys, we're back in. Let's go right back into where we're at. So Sorokuma came in with the raid on the right side. This is what I thought Barles resigned to, but as you can see, he was able to deal with it pretty swiftly. And then meanwhile, he's got a lot of halbs and organs on the front. Oh, Roxy says, I personally think you did horrible, Hera. Thank you. You know, that's my wife, guys. And we have this thing where we basically we always put each other down in order to bring the best out of each other. All right? It's counterintuitive, but I swear it works in this household, you know? By the way, I didn't get a chance to eat my food at all. Dude, I knew I shouldn't have started before I finished my food. What am I eating? I just had a healthy breakfast. Just a bit of leftovers. Double cheeseburger with fries. Just wanted to keep it light. But I'll put it off the side now. Alright. Halbs coming in. A lot of halbs on the field, guys. A lot of halbs. No extra cheese. What do you think? I'm a fat ass or something? Just a double, you know? Cataphracts, big engagement here. Holy, this is the cataphracts I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Sorokuma, just look at the corpses. Sorokuma just ate that fight. That's what I'm talking about. You get 30. He's got 29. I told you, you get 30 of these bad boys, and you shred because the DPS is so high. That was crazy. Motion in the chat for Sorokuma, busting out the cataphracts as the underdog for game 1. Dude, I'm loving this. But Sorokuma, where's the killer instinct? Why doesn't he just go in? Bro, at this point, I would go in and I would put Barles on a leash and start taking him out for a walk. He can't do anything, bro. Just go in. But the more time you give him, the more he can mass up another army, potentially tech switch and stonewall. He's playing a little too safe. But it makes sense. According to Sorokuma logic, if you win a fight, you play safe if you haven't pulled back already from the winning fights. It's very strange. I'm noticing these patterns of mistakes from Sorokuma. He's gotta pay attention to that himself. Try to fix some of these mistakes. Another fight could be brewing here. The Seadram are such a good addition, by the way, because nothing kills them. Like, the Halbs kill them, but the Halbs can't get close. The Organs, you need a lot more to kill them. Bombard Cannons kill them, but they take a lot of gold, so Barles doesn't have many of these. So yeah, Seadram ends up being a really good choice. Barles is trying to make the game difficult for Sorokuma here. He's going to go for a side raid. Light Cav, Halberdiers. He's also going Capdram himself. Remember, Portuguese no Seadram, though. The gold has officially been depleted. Alright? So the rapper stories, okay? The successful rapper into homeless man by his 30s. We're getting close. He's 29 right now. Sorokuma is 29. He's got 1,000 gold left in the bank. He's got a little bit more gold. I don't know where it is, though. Here. A little bit more gold. He's got like one more album. And that's it. Alright, let's see if it's going to be enough. Because remember, he didn't expand to the right side. We'll take a look at that later. But for now, big engagement here on the front. Oh, the cataphracts are melting, though. The cataphracts are so freaking fun, bro. I love this unit. He melts all of the halberdier, which are supposed to be anti-cavalry. But again, does not work specifically against the cataphracts. Huge, huge play from Sorokuma. The Siege Ram are in to follow it up. Again, it's go time. Sorokuma, go in. No, go out. Go in. Stays in the middle. Stays in. I'm confused now. Are we going out or are we going even deeper? No, we're gonna go out. Okay, we're gonna go out. We're gonna heal some of the cataphracts. Let the Siege Ram do the work. Oh my goodness. 55 euro donation for the second time on YouTube from Wuta. Shout out Wuta, guys. Even in the Twitch chat, W Wuta on the YouTube chat. 55 euro donation. He did the same yesterday. He says, play your own game next, please. Unfortunately, dude, I appreciate the donation, but I can't play my own. I really want to cover this qualifier. I'm so sorry, brother. So I really appreciate it. It's a very big donation, but I have to decline the request, unfortunately. But Wuta, you're still a legend, brother. You're still a legend. Cataphract still taking pretty good fights, I would say, overall. Barles is now struggling more and more to defend this. He's got one Siege Ram here to potentially finish off that castle. I just scammed 55 euros. Yeah, that's a pretty big scam. That's one of my bigger ones, you know? Oh, Winchester lost one to Nikov. Wait, there's Winchester Nikov going on as well? Wait, maybe we watch that one? I don't know. To be fair, I kind of want to watch Sorokuma Barles, honestly. We'll take a look at Winchester Nikov, but I kind of like this one. Someone on YouTube tagged Wuta. He says, why are you making the rich more rich? Am I really in that category? Dude, there's like billionaires running our entire world. And I'm the guy, a hometown AoE2 streamer who has just made it not even made it big, just made it barely in there. And I'm the guy that we have to not pay anymore. Okay. I'm the rich that's ruining the world. You know what? He's probably right. Hera, okay, I won't donate anymore. Look what you did. Look what you did. What's the guy's name? This is Wuta saying he's not going to donate anymore. Gears of War Tie. That's his name. Gears of War Tie has lost me a donator. If anything, stop donating to Sorokuma. He's got 6,000 meat. And that's worth a lot of money, guys. Oh, and he's running away with the relics. I'm telling you, he's making his own people rich, and he's denying the people of Barrows even food and commodities. Okay, don't donate to Sorokuma, donate to me. I'm a caster. I have 0 of all resources. I got nothing. Men at arms, fortified walls, arson, arrow slits. Sorokuma just went to the grocery store and he's got a full cart of different ingredients. That's a lot of different text right there. None of them are even related to each other, which is the hilarious part. Bombard Tower not coming in. Bombard Tower with 0 stone. I'm telling you, I know a wasteful guy when I see one. Sorokuma, what the hell are you doing getting that upgrade? Is there a time limit for these games? Because that's the only explanation. The thing is, Barrows can still win this game. He just has to make Fetorias right now. He has to. There's no other win condition. Alright. Donate more, boys. We need a better background for Hera that isn't a bedsheet. Guys, this is the better background. It doesn't get better than this. This is the good one. Like, I actually love this background. I paid money for it. It's okay. You guys will never see it like I do. Oh, thank you for the $2. Here you go. Buy your own island now, rich man. Thank you, man. I'm going to put a down payment of $2 on an island. Capital goes down to 2 siege ram. I told you this was a good play, by the way. I told you. You just run around with the siege ram and you can do really big things. Like killing castles and forcing reactions here from the villagers. Sorokuma. He's got one more album. He's got one more album. The failed rapper in his 30s. He's absolutely poor, but he spots one last record deal. A little bit more gold. A taste of the fame he once had. Is it going to be enough? No, he backs out. Nobody's buying it. Ain't nobody listening to your shit, dog. Alright, he can't get onto the gold. This is very interesting. The rapper analogy, it's a new one for me, but I'm working with it. It is a new one. Oh, $10 on YouTube. I will support you always, my king. Thank you, AoE2 Enjoyer. My goodness. You're an absolute legend. My king. Okay, thank you. Hey Hera, no Warcraft 3 today. Warcraft 3 after the Brazilian Dynasty qualifiers. After 8 hours of AoE2, basically. Yeah, dude. Okay, finally, Feiturias. This is exactly it. So let me explain what this building does, because we probably have a lot of new viewers here. Actually, if you're a new viewer to Age of Empires 2, make yourself known in the chat. Let me see you. The Feituria is basically like a banana farm in Bloons Tower Defense. Or like, it's a building that generates infinite resources. So as you can see, all of this, it's generated from the Feituria. But it's at a very slow rate. Look at that. It's ticking 1 every couple seconds for the stone. A little bit of gold. So it gives you everything but at a slow rate. And it costs 20 population space, as well as some gold and stone to build. But as long as this is up, it takes 20 pop space, okay? So it's not free, but when you're out of gold on the map, it's actually very handy, okay? So it's really good, but it's not broken. It has clear downsides. But right now, it's the only win condition for Barrows. Barrows picks up the keep upgrade. He's got a ton of halbs. Cataphracts on the field. They're stacking into each other, but the halbs will get melted by the cataphracts, which have trample damage. It's not even a fair fight. It's literally not even a fair fight. Holy! This is the second time this game where the halbs have been absolutely melted. It's not a fair fight. The cataphracts are so cool. And they're so good at killing halbs. Fervor, Sanctity. Why are we getting these upgrades, Surakuma? Surakuma is so fun, man. He's getting every upgrade in the book. Can you explain Feituria with a rapper analogy? Of course. So, a Feituria via rapper analogy, it's like if you make one album, and then you keep selling the rights of that album over time, at a very slow pace. It's like royalties, exactly. So that's what it's... So that's like a smart businessman rapper, you know? No drugs, no hookers, just royalties and business deals. Oh, 1:30 is the time limit. Okay, so an hour 30 is the time limit. I had a feeling. So what the hell is Barrows doing then? He can't win. He has 8,000 score to come back in 15 minutes. So Barrows is dead. He's completely dead. Which is amazing. Okay. Feituria is like Mariah Carey. She hasn't made a song in years, but when Christmas pulls up, the money rolls in. That guy wins. That's so true. That is actually amazing. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, Cataphract's still doing work. Still doing work. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, this game just became very uninteresting once I heard about the time limit because Barrows can't win. But here's the thing. I actually like the time limit. I think that's really good. I think all tournaments of AoE2 should have a time limit from now on. Yeah, I will play ads in between games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 3 minutes of ads in between games. And what that does is you shouldn't have another ad for 1 hour, right? So if I do that in between every game, you should never have ads in the games, okay? And that's the lowest ad settings that I can possibly have, okay? Yeah, it's a 90-minute time limit. But 90 minutes in-game is more like, it's more like 50 minutes in real life. Or like, no, more like 60 minutes in real life. Siege Ram's still being deployed for Surakuma. He's doing good work, but I mean... It's like... Barrows just doesn't really have anything right now. He's on 200 pop somehow. He's just camping though with halps. He's not really doing anything here. Warcraft 3 with Grubby when? Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna book a coaching session with Grubby tomorrow. So we're gonna get him in, okay? The villagers are going over. They want to make a lumber camp. Yeah, Siege Ram just clearing the buildings. Heavy demo coming in for Surakuma. Because why not? You might as well. And at this point, like, the only explanation is Barrows just wants to warm up. Can you turn off ads completely? No, it doesn't. You're not allowed to do that in Twitch. Yeah, the only way you can get no ads is if you subscribe. You can subscribe or you can buy Twitch Turbo. But turning off ads completely, the creators can't do that. Oh, Fate Tabria is going to go down. Oh, that's such a big blow. That's so bad for Barrels. That really strong building I was describing earlier just went down to 2 siege ram. I'm telling you, those siege ram raids were amazing. Such a good choice from Sorokuma. And yeah, now Barrels has nothing. Look, no more income, right? No more gold, no more stone income. A bit of gold income because of the relics, but no more stone income. I think Grubby's plan is to react to your bot from yesterday, by the way, for today. Oh, really? That's really cool. Okay, awesome. So then I'd have to like watch Grubby's stream then to like see the highlights of what he's saying. I have to like react to his reaction if I have time. If not, I'll just play more and Grubby can keep reacting and we'll just keep that train going. I need my viewers to watch that Grubby reaction so they can tell me what he said afterwards. Yeah, it's like an endless react loop. Coinage. Okay, this absolutely does nothing. Yeah, no, I knew Sorokuma was wasting resources. He's just doing it to boost his score. Which makes sense. What is he going to say? That you're ass, bro? No, Roxy, I know you think I played really bad, but everybody else thinks I played amazingly yesterday. I agree with you, Roxy. I played like ass yesterday in Warcraft. But everyone's like, Hera, that was amazing. You're so talented. I'm like, I lost every game. What are you talking about? And it was not even close, but anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Roxy, you are only honest person in this chat. I know. Leave it to the wife to be honest here. I need that, you know? Hera's finally entering his react tuber phase. I mean, I have reacted to an Asmon Gold video. I feel like I'm already halfway there. I think you should play the campaign to learn the game. I'm going to be honest, I said this yesterday. Playing the campaign for Warcraft 3 is just something I don't have time for. I've got like 3 weeks to get up to like a good level so I can play in a tournament. I don't have time to do a campaign. That's a very inefficient way of learning. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good way to learn the game, but it's very inefficient. It's better to learn in a different way, like with the chat right now, basically. And the chat's been super helpful. You should see Tyler won after coming back. He honestly played worse than you. No, I don't believe that. GG's called, guys. Barrels taps out after wasting the last 30 minutes of my life. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that. He's allowed to play as long as he wants, but he taps out. The game was over for the last like 20, 30 minutes, but, you know, again, fair play. He can play as long as he wants. It's okay. And yeah, Sorokuma takes the game 1. Let's take the point to Sorokuma. Good. Guys, this is a pretty big deal. Sorokuma is a significant underdog for this bracket, and he actually takes game 1, which is super cool. So we're going to go ahead and cast next game between these two guys. Oh, I love it. This is really exciting, actually. All right. Nice. Daniel cheering on Sorokuma. Love to see it. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, brother. So I'm just going to put my Warcraft 3 scene up top. All right, guys. Game 1. Oh, ton of viewers here, guys. Ton of viewers. 1,500 on YouTube and 2,300 on Twitch, guys. Thank you all for watching. Welcome in, guys. It's H90 here today. You already know the drill, you know. We're back on the casting shift. Somebody's got to hold down the fort and cast this qualifier. I'm more than happy to be that guy. So Barrows and Sorokuma are waiting for the next game, but I'm really excited to cast them. What about Vinchester Nikov? I think it's 1-0 Nikov from what I'm hearing. But it's hard to believe you never played Warcraft 3. I never played Warcraft 3, no. Wait, why is that hard to believe? You think I was just pretending yesterday? Need to change full screen into Windows full screen, then capture should work. I think I did that for Warcraft 3, but we can take a look at it later today, Ruhi. Alan says, I'm doing my chemistry record notes and watching his stream. Welcome, brother. Good to have you here, bro. Oh, look at this. There's no better way to spend Sunday than playing World of Warcraft and listen to you cast my favorite childhood game. Tibby! enjoy the World of Warcraft and let me cast this Age of Empires 2 set and this Age of Empires 2 qualifier, and you can just enjoy it. That sounds like a great time. That sounds like a great time. All right, let's hop into the game, into the second game here, into game 2. All right, we have Wei versus Mayans. It's 1 minute to start, though. Who are we watching? We're watching Sorokuma versus Barros Willa. Good to see you, buddy. And, you know, Sorokuma is the best Taiwanese player. Barros is the best Polish player. So these guys are very legit. And they're obviously fighting for a spot at the Brazilian Dynasty LAN. Now, here's the thing. Sorokuma has never made it to a LAN event. Barros has made it to one LAN event. So, like, regardless who wins this qualifier, we're going to have a relatively new name competing in the LAN event, which is actually kind of nice. Can we get a how-to micro guide so we can micro against 5 mangonels, or is that skill only available to you? Yeah, what you saw in the Royal Albert Hall there with the crossbows versus mangonels, honestly, you're probably not going to replicate that. And I will say, you're definitely not replicating that against Leary, so that's for sure. Just stick to dealing with maybe one mangonel. All right. I was AFK all the time. Did Hera lose already? No, I'm directly invited to this tournament, so not qualifying. All right, guys, hopping in. We're gonna have game 2 here.